And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Big series right here. We got H3-2-18. Chopper.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Fight on these two.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Yellow.
Check 4.
Hey, 43, 15.
Deuce.
43.
From the 31, Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, check 24.
Hero 15.
I got motion.
Fournette running out of the gun. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
You got time right there. Pick the edge. Go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
What we got? March 43. Right. 43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. Come on. 43. Alert. Here we go. Motion.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 24 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle credited to Jamal Agnew.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Watson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Set. 19.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Motion.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
61. Matchbox, right.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Get ready.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Leonard Fournette. And an alley to run. Fournette fighting through. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 23.
Hatchet.
Hey, 57, 57.
Check 13. Check the
Attack.
Shit.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks him past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch out, watch out.
31.
43 at the mark. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
49.
From the 16, Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
This will be taken very short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
15.
Come on, QB, come on. Go. 55. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Now here's Mahomes. And an alley to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check.
15.
41. We've got to wedge that, huh?
Hey, watch the slant.
Yellow.
Watch the slant. Alpha. The slant.
25.
Hey, 43.
Check 25.
Check. Lucky. Check 3.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ricardo Lewis, 59 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Silva. Check 26, check 26. 43 at the mic, boy, 43. Check.
On 3rd down, Miller. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Let's go.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
We're set. 19. 43. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tight dog. Tight 31. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Texans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
59!
Showing up. Showing up.
Hey, alert!
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. I got one. 43 is the mic. Let's go deep, tight.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check, 43.
Oh, you got deep?
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Kill.
Hey, 59! Hey, 59!
Short.
Hey, 54!
Check.
59!
Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Reset. 19.
Rabbit.
They'll run on first down. It's Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Set. 19.
Here we go, D.
6 guys. 24.
Motion.
On 3rd down, Miller. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check 24.
Lamar Miller. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
No. Hey, 59.
Look low. 43 is the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Check safety, check safety.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's get off the field, D.
They'll run with Miller. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Mike's 43. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 43 is the Mike. 43 is the Mike. Let's go, Ty.
Here's Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for this.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it again with Miller. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
55.
The Twins.
On third down, it's Miller, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Texans first down.
Foot set. 18.
Check, 43. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check it back or check it.
25.
March 43. March 43. Hey, here I come.
On first down, Miller. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Foot set. 19.
You got night. Check 31. Check 31.
24.
Here we go.
24 is down. He's coming.
43 is the mic.
On second and 12, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
7. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Foot set. 19.
Hey, get away from me. Out.
24.
Mike 10. Coming to you. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Watch the screen.
55.
Alert 3.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
Hey, here we go. Switch. Alert flare.
24.
Mike 10. Ready?
Hey, 59.
We got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Too little. Cut. Undercrunch. Jack.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. We're back now in KC. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36.
Switch gears. Motion.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And some room to work. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 36 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them, all right? You didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it Big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 15. 15. Zoom, fellas, let's go. 15.
Kill. Check out.
57.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Fight down these two. Let's go, Lonnie.
You got nothing. Bang.
Come back.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
You better bring it.
Attack.
Let me know right now, you better bring it.
Here we go, 15.
Check. He's coming.
Yellow.
We got double up.
Right side.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Let's get off the field.
Tighten up.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Mike 41. We got to wedge that, huh? It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 41 Mike.
Yellow.
Check. Back.
Attack.
36. Watch that.
Yellow.
Hey, 41's Mike.
Box track. Watch the flag.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Ricardo Lewis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Check.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Joker. 29. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check.
On second down, here's Miller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
43 is the mic. 55. It's a party now. Check 3.
Here's Watson on 3rd down, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
15.
Check. Fresno.
Yellow.
Watch safety creep.
Hey, Riblet.
Slam.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis, and it's 3rd and short.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Yellow.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Yellow.
He's checking. Crash.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
You got tight right there. Check. Go back. We got motion.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
He's checking crowd.
49, check 49, check 49.
Hey, hey, hey.
And they'll give Miller another crack. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
42, Chiefs 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Again, it's Miller. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Hey, watch the slant. Patch it. Patch it.
On 3rd down, Miller. Lamar Miller, the 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 70 yards, and the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Watson on the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
40 set. 19. They can't hang with us.
And they will take a knee here.
Watson on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic.